Hello class. Today we're going to cover how to find variance. I'm going to go ahead and write a few numbers down. Let's do a 3, 4, 5, 4, and 5. Just for the fact they don't always give it to us in order. Now do forgive the handwriting here. I'm still not used to the program, but do bear with me. Now to find the variance, I want to start off by writing this formula down. The variance is denoted by s squared. That is equal to the sum, that's the little wavy thing I drew, of x minus x bar squared all over n minus 1. Now that we have this formula written down, let's go ahead and find these different parts. So let's start off with x bar. Now x bar is the mean of the numbers. To find the mean, we're going to add all the numbers together. So let's do that on top. You don't have to put these in any specific order. I'm just labeling from least to greatest out of habit, but as long as you have them up there, it's fine. Now, since this is mean, we have to divide by the total number we have, that is. So divide by 5, and we're going to get 4.2. We also had n in our formula. N is our sample size. Again, that's 5. So let's get out of this, and I'm going to make a little table to make this a bit easier to find. The first column of my table will be my x column. I'm just going to rewrite all of my x values. Again, I start from least to greatest, but the order doesn't matter. Next, we're going to find x minus x bar. To do this, I want to take those x values, such as this 3, and then minus the 4.2 we had for our x bar. I'm going to go through this entire column and write all this out for you. And next, let's go ahead and calculate these. 3 minus 4.2, it's equal to negative 1.2. You can feel free to use a calculator, do these by hand, it's up to you. I'm just going to work through the rest of these real quick. Apparently they do not like my minus signs. And that's our middle column. We have one more column. Let's see if I squeeze this in here. The last column would be x minus x bar in parentheses squared to go in with our formula. So I'm going to take all our answers from that middle column and square every single one. Remember to put these in parentheses, so when we square them, we're also squaring our negative signs. I'm going to go ahead and write those down for you and calculate them out to the right-hand side. If you have a hard time reading any of these numbers, please shoot me a message in course messaging and I'll get back to you. Now that we have column 3, we're going to add them all together. The reason why is that formula asks for the sum of x minus x bar, which means we have to add all that x minus x bar squared column together. So now we have x minus x bar squared, the sum of them all, and we know what n is. So now we can go back to that formula we had. Okay, let's try to fix that square a little bit, make it a little neater. That's equal to, as we mentioned earlier, the sum of x minus x bar squared over n minus 1. So let's fill in what we know. We know x squared is equal to 2.8, that's the sum we found earlier, over 5 minus 1, because we said n was equal to 5. Calculate this out, and we get 0.7. And that's our answer. That's how you find the variance without a calculator.